So I just started recording it. And so
Was
is everybody ready?
The intro.
Yes. Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Tiffany Johnson. I am the owner of Uniquely Made. It's a resource and lifestyle blog that helps disabled people find resources for their professional, personal development, and housing needs. And I'm here today with Ms. Whitney A. Ford, who is, go ahead, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Whitney A. Ford. That's what you said. I am the CEO of Services by Whitney A. Ford, and it is a sort of hub for all humans, including humans living with disabilities, to do a range of things from mindset coaching to graphic design to career development in the form of resume writing services, resume templates. I'm a speaker and an author.
Yay. Okay. And we are here today interviewing Miss Wheelchair Virginia 2022-2023, Cathy Parr. Welcome.
thank you so much.
You're so welcome. It's so good to have you. So before we actually get into the questions, do you want to say anything about yourself?
Well, I was born in Memphis, Tennessee. My dad was in the military, so we kind of bounced around. I left Tennessee when I was 3 to move to Atlanta, Georgia, and then when I was 6, we moved here to West Springfield where he got wounded in Vietnam. So we ended up staying here. So I grew up in West Springfield. That I went to public schools, being my mom being who she is. She didn't want me to be sheltered, so she wanted me to be in public schools as much as I could. So yeah, I now live in Forest Church, Virginia. Um, basically, I live in an independent living situation where it's one of a kind. My mom and I actually found this place when I was in my senior year in high school. So we like I said, we didn't have anything like what I live in now because like you should know, living in a nursing home is more expensive than living out of a nursing home. So it's a non-profit and we live on donations. It's called America House, and I'll put the link to our Facebook page and website and it was down after the video. So if people want to check us out, they can.
Yeah.
Um,
I would really like to get that information, be able to put it in the description for everybody to be able to see it and check it out.
Yeah, and we're looking for people to volunteer virtually and physically. So hey, the more people that know about us, the better.
Right?
I think, so we're here to interview Miss Wheelchair Virginia 2023, 2023, with Cathy Parr in light of Disability Awareness Month. If you were able to catch our opener, Tiffany and I are hosting Deal with Tiffany, which is a special offer which we're putting together our services and offering them for 25% off to all individuals with disabilities. Being that Miss Cathy, her platform under her reign is disability employment, we wanted to be able to talk to her on subject today. And this interview is entitled Empowering Journeys, I believe. So that is the subject for today, and we want to give Cathy the platform to share more on her platform.
Yeah.
So my platform basically is no, for me I don't say disabled. I say physically challenged because able-bodied people can also be disabled in many ways. So for us, I prefer the term physically challenged.
And that's a good point to the generous Tiffany offer, because we use the word with this because it doesn't cover only the physical challenge, it covers everyone, like you said, living with disabilities, including those who are able-bodied, but maybe living with a
Yeah.
different avenue of a disability.
And that came because as with wheelchair Virginia, I have to focus on being an advocate for the whole entire state.
Yes.
No matter if you're physically challenged or not, because you never know who has a disability by looking.
Exactly. So, do we want to get into the questions now, Tiffany?
Yes, you do. No. Okay. So the first question that I wanted to ask was, being that you are Miss Wheelchair Virginia, how do you feel your platform has impacted the perception of individuals with disabilities in the workplace?
In spite of the disabled finding it difficult to be hired because employers don't believe they can work, when they are employed, their co-workers and the employer realize that the disabled are capable and trustworthy employees.
I
I hope
totally
everyone
agree.
hears that.
I agree.
And because, like, I share, I don't know, Tiffany, if you saw my speech for both presidents, but the government organizations we will name nameless. Um, they like promised me so much. Like they promised me, like they took me on evaluation after evaluation for months, and then one day was like, "Oh, sorry, you're too disabled for us to help you find a job. We can't help you." So I'm like, okay. And my mom and I were so angry at these organizations. So I'm like, why not be my own boss and start my own business? And that's where Pink Princess Boutique came from, because I, I'm a paparazzi independent consultant. I sell jewelry, like the jewelry I'm wearing actually. So, and we get to name our own quote unquote business, boutique, etc. So I'm not waiting around for organizations saying you're too disabled for us to help you find a job. I'm gonna be my own boss and work for myself.
As you should. I agree completely.
I
Um,
agree.
that sounds a lot like why I started doing what I do.
And so, the next question you pretty much just answered. I do want to go ahead and say for the viewers, it was, can you share an experience or challenge you faced in your career journey due to your disability and how you overcame it? Being that you did pretty much answer that question, I do have something that I want to just bring in here. Of course, we know that we've just come out of suicide prevention month. Yesterday was,
Has been that no one.
I'm sorry,
Oh, I'm getting it ready. I'm going to say that again.
I was saying that you just pretty much answered the second question, which was about something that you have overcame in the workforce, just living with a disability, and being that you did already answer that question, I wanted to bring in another subject. And that subject is, in light of, yesterday was World Mental Health Day, and we're just coming out of last month being another important day in mental health being Suicide Prevention Month. I, for one, don't really think that when we think about mental health, that we understand that it's not just, oh, I'm just sad. It's just, there's things that happen in life, such as working and, that we want out of life when it gets hard like this that do affect us in our mental health sometimes. So I want to ask you, during that period of when they were telling you, and they were giving you that runaround, and when they were telling you, oh, you're too disabled, we can't help you, did that take any type of toll on your mental health? And if so, how did you get through that?
Well, yes, it kind of sucker punch me, as I would say. But being an advocate through and through, um, I, my mom and I been who we are, and I keep bringing it up my mother because she's like been there
Yeah.
for me through it all, and yes, it kind of sucker punch me in the face, but like I'm like I'm also a beach body coach, which means I'm a fitness health coach also. And what I tell my clients is if you don't mentally take care of yourself, your body won't follow. So, I mean, what I did was I said, I stepped back, got myself together, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna dust myself off and I'm gonna get myself up and basically be who I am. And what I would tell other people is don't let anybody discourage you. I mean, like my motto says, be the best version of you. Meaning, look inside yourself, mind, and soul, and find who you are, and let that shine out like a beam.
That is something to live by for everybody.
Yeah, wait, wait. I don't know if you guys know who Chris Downing is, but
Heard, heard of no.
he, he is a very good motivational speaker and super trainer and a personal friend of mine. And um, his, his 6-week course was called the Power of I Am. And we all know who I am is God. So what he was trying to say is the power of I am is when you look inside yourself, figure out who you are inside, and let that self be shown. Don't be somebody someone else wants you to be. Be the best version of yourself.
Tiffany.
I agree. I agree. Okay. So the next question is on from your perspective, what initiatives or programs should businesses implement to make workplaces more inclusive and accessible for individuals with disabilities or physically challenged?
My personal experience has been that no one would hire me by starting my own business selling jewelry.
Oh, that's not the answer, but I was trying to get prepared for the second answer and see.
Most businesses don't have the funds to start a program. However, they can ask their employees for volunteers to spend time at a group home or day program for the disabled where they can learn how to communicate with the disabled. They can learn that the disabled are no different from them. This will take away the belief that the disabled are weird.
That is true.
Stupid become accepting and understand disabled. They can train the disabled in the workplace. Murica House is an excellent place to show individuals that the disabled are capable. Murica House is an independent living home for severely physically disabled adults. My mother and I were instrumental in opening Murica House almost 30 years ago.
That is,
I mean, if you look at my resume, I've been to the Capitol Hill like 4 times talking to Congress. I went to Richmond to talk to the General Assembly twice. And I've also been to the White House once when Bill Clinton was president. So I mean, you can see my work as an advocate puts me out there. And when I'm sure you guys will understand, when people see me, they automatically think, oh, she's in a wheelchair. She doesn't know anything. But the moment they hear me speak, they're like, wow, she's smart. Like 4 times talking to Congress. I went to Richmond to talk to the General Assembly twice. And I've also been to the White House once when Bill Clinton was president. So I mean, you can see my work as an advocate puts me out there. And when I'm sure you guys will understand, when people see me, they automatically think, oh, she's in a wheelchair. She doesn't know anything. But the moment they hear me speak, they're like, wow, she's smart.
so
So for our next
hold on 1 second. I need to say this before.
okay.
We have 7 minutes and 22 seconds before this session ends. So if we can't get through the next question within that time, I'm going to restart but you'll click the same links and I'll restart and we'll come back into this.
Okay.
I just want to let everyone know in case we're cut off. Okay.
So, Disability Employment Month is a time to celebrate the contributions of workers with disabilities. How do you envision the future of employment for individuals living with disabilities, and what role do you see yourself playing within that vision?
I think that the ADA is going to influence more companies to want to hire disabled people. As Miss Wheelchair of Virginia, my role is to advocate for the change that the ADA stands for.
Do you understand that?
I do. Do you have any upcoming or any specific plans in the work that you would like to share here?
Well, I'm always up for anything, but I mean, I'm trying to go back to my old high school.
Mm-hmm.
I went to high school before the company got stupid and cut the budget and put everybody in one big school. But I after that, I mean, the bridal shop that gave me my gowns for the pageant is opening, and at the shop, so they want me to make an appearance as Miss Wheelchair and Monty. If people watch Say Yes to the Dress, Monty is going to be there.
That's amazing.
So, and yes, but I'm always looking for events to go to. So,
Great.
Okay, so Cathy, you were just saying how you're always looking for events and things that you can be a part of to continue your mission and to shed light on what you're doing. So just piggybacking off of that, I wanted to give you the space to share how individuals, say someone's watching this and they're putting on something that they would like you to appear at or speak at. How can they contact you? What is your email or whatever you would like them to contact you by?
oh, well, they can find me a couple different ways. On Facebook, of course, under my name, Cathy Parr, but there's a couple Cathy Parrs. So just look for me wearing my clothes and such, and that will be the right ones. Or if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at sign Cat MP 2003 and TikTok. My name Cathy Parr. It's in Cat MP 2003 at yahoo.com.
And make sure I
Thank
put
you
all
for
that
sharing that
on
with us.
in the description and on the screen so that everyone could see it and have it.
Okay. Whitney has all my information.
Mhm. So that was all I had for that question.
Okay. Want to go on to the next question? No? Should I go on?
Yeah.
Okay. One second. I got too many tabs open. Um,
If you hear noises in the background, it's just my winter.
that's perfectly fine. It's okay. Okay, so
I help her pick and say hi.
okay.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
She's
Good.
the,
How are
she's the one that
I'm
did my
good.
hair.
That's
Nice to
great.
you? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
She's
Okay.
so cool. I think I'm a nice sister I never had.
Oh,
Oh,
that's so sweet.
that's sweet.
After this, we're gonna go to Target and fill all of my money over this game. We're gonna go shopping after this.
Oh, okay.
We got we like I live I should say we live not one to but like you five of us in the house. I should say apartment. And our condominium is right across from our super Target. So we're gonna actually walk across the street after I eat lunch and shop.
That's great.
And
It's
this,
raining here, so I'm not going outside today.
No, it's
here
good. It's
is
just cold.
sunny. And Alexa said it was gonna be 70 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going by what Alexa said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next question is Disability Employment Month is a time to celebrate the
It's the
contributions
one
of,
after that. We just did that one.
we did,
Yes.
so we actually only have one one section left with two questions. So it's
Yes.
what advice would you give young individuals with disabilities who are just starting their careers and might feel uncertain about their place in the workforce?
I would tell them to be themselves. Don't try to change who you are to impress people. Work hard, learn as much as you can, and strive to make your employer more successful by being a good example.
That is great advice.
You know, I'm an advocate too and too.
That is great advice.
I believe you have one more question.
Yes, we do have one more question.
What we asked or do you
Um, so why do you feel that them with Tiff and with the dis- disability employment offer is needed?
Because the current organizations who assist the disabled in finding a job are failing and don't appear to have faith in the people they are serving.
That you know what? That is true. Because yesterday when we were talking about
I mean, while we're here on the subject,
when we were talking about, I called them again, and they still, honestly, they're just giving me the runaround. The person picked up the phone and literally was like, yes, hold on. So she had me on hold for 20 minutes. And then she came to the phone and she was like, yes. She was like, I only have 5 minutes. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just trying to let you know that I have this going on, and I wanted, to see if you all would like to find out more about it and see what we can do to help. And she was so uninterested, so uninterested.
You're lucky. You're lucky because I have my intake, and then my state coordinator, quote unquote, for the DC waiver. She called the house manager because my phone silences people that it doesn't recognize. So I give her the house manager's phone number, and she told the house manager it takes up to 4 months to hear back from.
4 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I had my intake last month. And Mama, when I didn't tell my mom about the 4 months, but I told my mom before she left for Florida. I haven't heard back from that particular government organization. And she goes, it figures because she doesn't want me to go through what I went through like 10 years ago.
okay. Even, I mean,
It shows how what that proves what we're doing is needed.
And
Exactly.
they can say, that we're helping with throwing you a bone all they want, but it's almost like I'm going somewhere with this. It's gonna make sense. Like they say about a mother, no one will care for your child the way that you do, or like you're saying, if you want to get it done, do it yourself. Yes, they're from the plain eye helping us, but honestly, no one can help us the way that we can, being people that understand what we're going through.
Right.
Even outside of the employment scope, this particular government facility, like I told you, like we were talking about yesterday, even from a whole, I won't say the kind because then people will know, but from another avenue of trying to receive help. I got the appointment last month, and then when I get there, I wait for an hour, and there's someone told me, I couldn't remember the name because I have a lot of issues with that. You don't see an intake today. Who's your counselor? I mean, I'm in the case. There's no.
It's like, why are you calling me to come here if you're not gonna see me?
Right.
And having to prove so much for the things that are necessities in life. And it goes back to that question I asked her about the mental toll it takes, because why am I having to pull teeth just to do what everybody else can do? Go outside and do.
Right.
Yeah. I
And
totally agree. I mean, that's why I do what I do, not as much wheelchair, but I've always been an advocate
Yeah.
myself and other people. Doesn't matter who you are. If I know you, I'm gonna advocate for you. No matter what, I'm gonna have you back. So it, it's like, I mean, I've been to the doctors and I take public transportation like what we have here is government to access. And it's a door-to-door service, but sometimes they run late. So if I get to the doctor's late for my appointment and they don't want to see me, I'm like, I can't help it. I was on the transportation. It's their fault, not mine.
Yeah.
I'm here now. Can you see me?
That's what I was going through all day.
I mean, that's why my mom called me Cherry Cathy. Just like the dog. I can open my big mouth if I want to.
Yeah.
As you said, you have that right, especially when it comes to making sure that you get what you need.
Yep,
Absolutely.
yep, exactly. I mean, I taught the manager here everything she knows because the boys that hire her, including my mother, didn't have time to sit and teach her everything. So I had to step up and teach her everything she does now.
Mm.
Uh,
Wow. So, um, coming from that section, I do want to say this conversation has been extremely hopeful and beneficial. We thank you for just
Thank you
reaching out
so
to
much.
us and wanting to.
oh, you're welcome anytime. I mean, I
Mm.
love, I mean, I mean, besides telling Julie, I treat my wheelchair like a job. So
Yeah.
when I wear the crown and sash, I take it seriously. Like,
Yeah.
oh, when you're in the pageant scenes, it's not looking pretty or looking beautiful. It's
Yeah.
about what you stand for and what
Yeah.
your platform is.
And I think even off what we were saying, um, about that disconnect. When I was Miss Wheelchair, Alabama, my platform was interdependent, um, and intersectionality. And I think that's where the disconnect lies, just between, even what we're doing, saying that disability is physical challenges, it's mental challenges, it's a lot of different things
Yeah,
made into one, and they like roads, they hit intersections, they kind of have ways where they blend, and that's where some able-bodied individuals are just not, they're not seen. But before we kind of come to a close, we wanted to open things up to where you could ask myself and Tiffany or ourselves as a whole
I
any
did,
questions that you wanted to.
I did have something prepared. Like I was telling Tiffany before that I started, it's easier to have this app
Will you want to meet with me multiple times? Will you offer training for specific jobs?
Now, those are two different questions. Will you want to meet with me and collab with me multiple times? Because I'm always here. If you want to collab again, just reach out to me and say, hey, Cathy, we need you.
That is good to know because we will be collaborating with you a lot in the future as well. Um,
And the other one is, will you
Will you finish, Tiffany?
her question was, will we like to meet with her on multiple occasions to collab and
Yeah.
do all of that? And she said she will, all we have to do is reach out because she is always here. All we
Yeah.
have to do is let her know.
I was asking, will you finish with your answer? Was that all you wanted to say?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
and the other question was
Was,
like Tiffany and Whitney, will you offer training for specific jobs? Because like my mom being an OT that she is, my mom looked at your website and the government organization that we won't name names. Yeah, sometimes they ask you to do specific evaluations. They send you to different places to see what you can do.
yeah.
So my mom would, and I would agree to ask you, will you offer training for specific jobs?
Will we offer training for specific jobs?
Is that something that is included in the e-guide,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tiffany?
yes. I have
Yeah, go ahead.
I have, depending on what you want to do, it's categorized to places that could help you get that specific training you need. And or it takes you to websites that could, you know, because most of the um and try not to say specific. Okay, I'm trying not
You
to.
say most of the facilities.
Most
Well,
of the companies and businesses that are in the guide that are actually um of that aren't like for entrepreneurship and everything, they offer training and everything as well. So it's whatever specific thing you want to do, I made sure that I researched all of that and put it inside the guide as well.
okay, that's
And
what we wanted to know, not just for me, but like if someone is watching this and wants
absolutely.
to know, do you offer specific training for specific jobs.
So,
I forget. I put forth that question.
so, even with the first question you asked, I wasn't sure if you were only asking Tiffany, but,
I think we do it.
like you said, we will be reaching out, multiple times, being that what we're offering is going to be a yearly event during Disability Employment Month. So if you want to collaborate with us on the subject every year, you absolutely can. And as far as specific training, the as far as from the e-guide and as well as the packages for resume writing that I offer, there is the packages that include a consultation where I would be able to get the specifics of what a person needs and work with them on that and more so customize things with them. And then for individuals who may not be in a place where they're ready for that for whatever personal reason that they may have, there are templates for a functional resume, and then there's a chronological resume, and those are specific to different types of positions one may be going for, such as a functional resume may be for a place that's more so looking at your skills necessarily on the job experience, and vice versa for chronological, as well as of right now, I'm more specific in those areas, but I am in the future looking toward getting more certification in interview prep and career development. So that is something that will be more intimate than it is right now in the future. But that is what's possible now.
Okay. I love that. Put that question out for like other people that might be like, okay, well, I want to do this job, but they
Yeah,
don't offer that training.
yeah,
Or do they offer that training? Because like me, I love fashion. I want to be a fashion designer.
yeah,
Um, I design my own prom dress, and I have my mom friend make it. So it's like I'm trying to look for training or schooling to do that because I know only what I taught myself. I want to have training so I can be a professional. I mean, like Tommy Hilfiger is
yeah,
the only designer that came out with adaptive clothing.
yeah,
It's like I want to be the next person that comes out with clothing everybody can wear.
yeah. I love that. I actually used to design. I didn't actually do the making up, but I would draw my own designs for years when I was younger. Um, I had a thought, I just lost it.
And it's actually good
Um,
to hear you say that because worked, I've actually collabed on my site with a company who actually um, designs and helps disabled people get their designs out there as well for adaptable clothing.
Yeah, because it's like I've always wanted to do that for anybody disabled on that. I mean, my clothes would be for us, but if the able-bodied person likes it, hey, go for it. I'm not, I'm not saying, no, you can't buy this because you're not disabled.
So while we're not necessarily in agency name that one can go to, we are, just like we were speaking of before, being that we are individuals, Tiffany and I, as well, that are living with disabilities like our peers, we are able to share and supply contacts and resources that we know have worked for us.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there anything else?
Anything else?
No, I mean, I love talking to both of you.
You enjoyed it as well.
I could talk to both of you all day. Whitney, you and I have talked practically the whole day, like a couple of days ago. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like a person, kind of person. I like talking to people and get to know them and get
Yeah.
to know me.
Yeah.
So,
So we will be including all of the information for the Gym with Taking with offer. And we probably will include the email as well, but I do want to say it. If anyone has any inquiries, maybe about resources, maybe about a question you may have in getting involved in taking advantage of the offer, or if you would like to share a story like Cathy said, you can email us at info 365 at gmail.com. That's DEM, capitalized, not capitalized, info 365 at gmail.com.
And again, we want to say, Cathy, thank you so much for your time. And this was a wonderful, very informative conversation.
oh, you're welcome. Anytime.
It was so great talking to you.